what's going on, all of my friends out there? I'm Jakejames Lugo, and welcome to Gamers with Games. Now let's talk about Kingdom Hearts. If you haven't already seen it, again, I talked about this on Twitter and such, definitely check out this discussion that I did with my boy Tuminator over on his YouTube channel about the Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 trailer that dropped during Tokyo Game Show. During that PlayStation presentation that they had there, it was kind of like their press conference. They revealed a new trailer for the game, and we broke it down. We talked about a whole bunch of different stuff related to the series. There'll be a link in the description box below. But that's not what I want to talk about here. I want to talk about Kingdom Hearts 3 specifically. I'm calling it right now, putting it out there for everybody, because I've been saying this for quite some time, and yet nobody's been believing me. Kingdom Hearts 3 is not coming out till 2018. Let's just accept that fact right now at this point. The reason why I say that is for a number of different reasons, specifically with the new 2.8 trailer, including it's delayed to January 2017, but also with a couple other stuff I'm going to detail now for you guys that I've been hearing through the grapevine and hearing from a variety of different sources and such. Now here's what's going down. Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 got delayed till I believe it's about January 24th of 2017 for here in the United States. It's coming out on the 12th of January in Japan that same month. But with that being said, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 was originally going to come out in December, so a lot of people were thinking maybe Kingdom Hearts 3 might be coming out in 2017. It makes sense because there'll be a year's gap between both games, you know, with the assumption that Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out during the holiday season. But here's a couple different things that not a lot of people are really talking about, or at least not a lot of people are really understanding or getting from a couple different sources. One source I want to bring up in particular is Alexa Ray Correa. She's actually one of the editors over at GameSpot. Everybody confuses those two things. GameSpot. And she does a lot of different work, you know, in regards to editorial content and criticism about the Kingdom Hearts series in general, specifically Square Enix games. She knows Square Enix. She's talked to a bunch of different individuals there and different development teams, specifically Final Fantasy 15, as well as also the Kingdom Hearts series, including Nomura himself many different times. Bottom line, she knows Kingdom Hearts, as well as she also has a book that's coming out, which I'm definitely going to look at when it comes out later this year. But one of the things that she was talking about on a podcast that was part of the Kind of Funny Patreon episode, the exclusive episode that she did with Colin Moriarty, was that she was talking about some of the development stuff behind Kingdom Hearts 3, you know, in the background, away from the public eye and stuff. Some of the things that she's been hearing from different individuals that are part of that team, or at least part of that company that she's been hearing, is that the development time for Kingdom Hearts 3 is taking a long time, and it's due to a couple different reasons. Tetsuya Nomura, he's a perfectionist. He's an artist. He's a guy that really wants to make amazing stuff and take his time when building it. This is one of the problems that Final Fantasy 15 was kind of running into when he was headed the development for that particular game before it went over to Hajime Tabata. Now, Tabata-san, according to her, is one of those people that cracks the whip. He really gets stuff done and doesn't really kind of linger on stuff too long and actually compromises in order to get this game actually done, or at least, you know, accomplish the development cycle of that game. And granted, there's a delay with Final Fantasy 15. That's a whole nother debate and argument and discussion for another time. But the reason why this is relevant is because before Tabata-san actually came onto the project, Final Fantasy 15, or Final Fantasy Versus 13 it was originally called, was taking so long to develop. And one of the big problems, on top of like all these other issues that kept popping up, was because Tetsuya Nomura was taking so long actually deciding on different stuff. Before that actually got transferred over to Tabata-san, things kind of weren't moving along, at least at the pace that it is now. This is the same problem going on now with Kingdom Hearts 3, as well as also Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Granted, Tetsuya Nomura is not in any sort of like directorial position or any sort of position that really is like in the nitty-gritty of Final Fantasy 7 Remake. There is some still sort of hand that he has in that game. Granted, again, that goes back, you know, with the history of years with Final Fantasy 7 and Square Enix way back in the day. But this is the big thing with Kingdom Hearts 3. He's going to take a long time actually building up this game, deciding on different stuff of what's going to go down. They're at the point with Kingdom Hearts 3, according to her and some other sources that have kind of corroborated this, is that they haven't decided on all the worlds that are going to be in the game, let alone the narrative and what's going to be going down, including gameplay elements and other stuff, including Sora, how many times he's going to visit the worlds, and all this other stuff within Kingdom Hearts 3. They've only revealed one world in particular, and as well as, you know, showed a couple other things here and there, including, I believe it's not Twilight Town, but also was it the area from Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, as well as also the Tangled world that they revealed during an E3 trailer. Everything else really is kind of still up in the air. In my personal opinion, I think that an announcement of Kingdom Hearts 3, or at least some sort of special announcement that they said that's happening in December, is going to be a revealing of a Frozen world. Remember, I've been saying that for quite some time, and some people are starting to actually believe me on that, because it kind of just matches up too well. Frozen, the really popular Disney IP right now, would make sense to include something like that in the game, but also, with it being revealed in the winter, kind of makes sense here and there. But again, I digress. That's just hearsay. Back to the point at hand. Anyway, according to her and some of the stuff that she was saying, the development process of Kingdom Hearts 3 has been really kind of dragging along, and it's going to take a long time. And at the same time, business-wise, looking at Square Enix as a company, they're not only going to not launch some of their biggest games, including Final Fantasy 15, Kingdom Hearts 3, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and also Dragon Quest within such a close time frame of each other. You want those big AAA games that are those games that everybody's been waiting for such a long time to really be able to have their breathing room and gestate with the actual audience that are going to be buying into that stuff. Again, everybody's going to get Kingdom Hearts 3 in some form or fashion. Even a lot of the detractors that are out there that have really been negative about the series, there's going to be some sort of morbid curiosity in the same vein of which they got with Final Fantasy 15. They're going to pick up Kingdom Hearts 3. And at the same time, what's unique to us, Kingdom Hearts fans, in the series that we love, is that we've had such a wide gap in between sequels of the series, between 2 and 3 now. We've had all these different games that have been spin-offs, filler games, and such that really kind of a little bit convolute the actual storyline, the plotline as a whole, and such. So there's a bunch of different problems that are going on. But overall, the main thing that everybody should take out of this is this main point. Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to take a long time to actually complete. There's a lot of other games that Square Enix has on their plate and stuff that they have to deal with, and all these other problems they have to address before they really start pumping out all these other games that are really big titles like that. So be patient, don't get crazy, don't expect Kingdom Hearts 3 in 2017, definitely expect it sometime in 2018, if not 2019. I'm saying 2018 because that seems like the more realistic prediction of what's going on. Be excited for Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 this January. I'm looking forward to it. Again, I played it at E3, I thought it was pretty cool. I can't wait to dive into that, and I can't wait to see how the actual Xehanort or Dark Seeker saga for Kingdom Hearts, the main 3 games, it comes to an end. With that being said, guys, let me know what your guys' thoughts is on this matter. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Leave any sort of questions, comments, and concerns that you have about this topic, about Kingdom Hearts or whatever else. Don't forget to leave me a like on this video. Subscribe to the Gamers with Games channel for all my videos related to gaming, stronger living, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. And don't forget, I'm streaming every single day on Twitch TV, playing a variety of different video games. Lately, I've been playing a lot of Pokken Tournament. I actually did a retro gaming challenge, a games challenge with some retro games. We were actually playing some of the Mega Man Legacy Collection recently on stream. Every single death that I did 30 push-ups, which was pretty insane. We got past 300 push-ups, which was pretty awesome. But I encourage you guys to come check out the actual stream, hang out with us in chat, and just have a good time. I will talk to all of you guys again real soon. Peace out, stay epic, everybody.